Hello again, Internet, and welcome back to Extra Attack. I'm your DM, Tyler, reporting again from the future. I appreciate you coming back to watch the second episode of Dungeons & Dragnets Rexxentrum Nights. As a side note, this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode. Apologies to people who were expecting a longer length sort of thing. Your welcomes to people who don't have the time for this sort of thing. Either way, we appreciate you coming back, and we hope you enjoy the continuation of the story. Before we get into it, I'd like to remind everyone that we will be doing an Extra Life 24-hour charity stream on April 24th, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Lots of weird and wonky one-shot ideas and some chats and hangouts. Everything will be benefiting the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It's going to be a great cause, and it's going to be a really fun time with a lot of fun people. For more information on that, stay tuned with our social media accounts. Anywhere you can find social media handles, just look us up at Extra Attack RPG. And again, as a reminder, following our Twitch and subscribing to our YouTube just really helps us out as a new channel. We're really just trying to continue giving you the best content possible. We can only do that with your support. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. And please enjoy this next episode, Dungeons & Dragnets Rexxentrum Nights.
Previously on Dungeons & Dragnets Rexxentrum Nights.
A brick comes smashing through your window. 191 Baum Street, midnight, Armand.
Josh Nightingale, Songbird of the Streets.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Jack.
Thrush.
Don't get me killed, Jack.
You are met with the side street office of Armand Bethalas.
A woman wanted a package for Goldfang. Many guards. Many guards.
That you all are of some use to me.
We don't have any other choice, do we?
Goldfang. This is the guild master Kai Arness. A late night drop to Goldfang and his people. I suspect there's something more here. I would like you all to find out what.
Who brings in a Rexxentrum? Nothing here but politics and bad men.
Well, I'm looking for some bad men.
It's very obvious that this is a sort of place where sewer treatment and management people come with any sort of waste and whatnot that they may not have gotten disposed of correctly, and you pour it down this chute, and there it goes.
So basically, because I'm holding a torch, what I do is I run up, I jump with my legs out, basically lock it between my feet, and I kick its head and flip it into the water.
You Hurricanrana this rat? What's happening?
Yes.
You notice a sort of clearing point. This sort of dark passenger carriage pulled by two horses approaches. This guy in the back just dragged underneath the carriage. There is a larger man sitting inside. He pulls out this large chest. You see him talking to the other two, then you see him raise his hand. And then turn around, and you've got a fire headed at you. And you can see a sort of black tabaxi furred face. As he's looking at you with these sharp yellow eyes where the irises are pretty open, and you could just see now from where you've all this stuff that's happened, he's got blood kind of coming out of his mouth, and he goes, please, it is not what you think. Right, yes, okay, corruption is everywhere. I will not allow it. I do not want it to be happening. I am trying to obtain the contents of that chest so that this other man cannot have it.
As I do, I go, hey, And then like all you hear in his head is you lose, you lose, you lose, you lose, and it's just like he has an aneurysm, and he just
as he looks at you and says, "Here's the you lose," he goes, "We will never." And then just like his ears start like pouring out blood as he just falls down. And you are all still in this clearing in the middle of the night. What's everyone doing?
Thrush is 100% just like he's just killed this dude. Kind of whispered nothings into his ear, and his head blew up. And then he kind of turned at everybody else. He goes, "All right, did we get everybody? Is everybody got?"
Jack Hardname, while this is going on, is gonna. He's still got the guy who is like threatening to not go back to his boss.
This guy's like crying. I won't tell.
All right, make yourself scarce, and then I'm just gonna let him go, and I'm gonna let him go.
And he immediately just bolting into the darkness.
God, I hope that wasn't a mistake.
Back towards the city, though.
Probably a mistake. Ah, shit, it was a mistake. It was too late.
There is one person still alive, the big guy whose hand is currently handcuffed to this chest. As this tabaxi is kind of at him now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be following behind them.
Okay.
And I'm just going to kind of say to the big guy, perhaps it's time we talk about what's in that box.
If you let me go, I'll leave it. As you see, the tabaxi's got a dagger out right now, just kind of staring at him. And the tabaxi turns around to all of you and says, "What is the call?"
I just got here. I don't know quite what's going on.
I turn to Chaps and I kind of go, "So what? We're killing this guy too? What's the move?"
We're just here for the drop. I don't think we need any more lives.
I would like to look at this large man and go, "Trust me, you never saw any of our faces, correct?"
Yeah.
Could I do an insight check, see if he's
sure.
of shit? Oh god, I'm doing great already.
Full of shit check.
That's an 8.
Ooh.
8?
It's okay. I rolled as well. I got a 17.
This man is scared. With your 8, it's hard to know if he's just telling you what you want to hear or if he's just, being sincere. With the, what'd you say, 17?
Yeah.
Do you believe him? This is a guy who is lower on the chain. You don't often get the gear attached to your body if you're of any grave importance to a sort of organization.
Yeah, so I just confer with Chaps kind of deal. He was the one dealing with them more, so it's like, So what's the call?
We take the package. Let him go.
And as he's like, here you talk, he goes, "What one thing, and he holds up his arm and with the chain attached to it, and he goes, the key was, and you just see horses running off with like bits of exploded carriage attached to them."
God,
I look at the king too. I look at the, what's the cat person?
Tabaxi.
I look at the tabaxi and I just say, "You capable of removing a lock without removing a hand?"
I've got thieves' tools. I can try. my hand at picking this lock.
No, I should be able to. Hold on. And he just grabs the guy's hand, looks at him and goes, "You hold still." And then he just jams the knife into like the handcuff part of it. And after some fiddling and stuff, the guy's kind of moving. Still. He pop, and the latch opens, and there's a moment, and he just lets go of the guy's hand and says, "Go." And the guy just kind of like stumbles to get up, and he's like half crawling away and just eventually gets his footing and starts running out in the opposite direction towards where the horses went.
Well, it sure makes me feel better that we're all not super into the idea of killing people, because I did let a guy go back there. I feel comfortable telling you all that now.
You did what?
Yes. I'd let the guy go. You just let a guy go. And we all let guys go. He was crying. Look, I told him to make a run for it. I told him that his boss would kill him. He was slobbering all over me. It was a gross scene. I felt bad. It just made sense at the time. It was probably a mistake, but at the same time, you just let a guy go too, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was a group conference kind of thing. We all decided what was going to happen there. If you decided to kill him,
hold on to the
we're going to stab him in the neck. All right.
If anything, the only face that man will remember is Jack's. I think the rest of us are safe with that one.
Yeah, if it really makes you feel so apoplectic, he's the one. I'm the one he saw. So
No, it's going to be fine. I'm sure. It won't
hope
turn
so.
around and bite us all in the ass, and we'll all die horrible deaths. Anyway,
no, it's certainly not. Don't worry about it.
what's the deal with the tabaxi?
I knew it'd been a mistake from the moment I did it. But what I do now, you can't put the mustard back in the bottle, you see? So, I guess at this point, I had nothing to do but to go forward. The men had definitely seen all their faces too. Not just mine, but everybody's. Especially Iris, because she was terrible at hiding. She was bad at it. She was not good. Sorry, where were we? What's going on?
The tabaxi kind of pulls off his hood. He's full black fur, bright yellow eyes, with like 2 or 3 braids kind of going towards the back. And why are all of you here? This is a strange group to be involved in such affairs.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I'm not here by choice. I was conscripted.
Yeah, it was a simple job, and apparently it was not going to go smoothly. Between points to the dead guy, him being an asshole and you being a murderer things got a little complicated.
Conscripted by whom?
Jack Hartname sort of looks around and tries to see if everyone else feels like we should say it or not. Probably not, though. But,
By some bad people.
yeah, some fellows I'd like to not have to work for anymore.
So perhaps you can help us.
Who's us?
I almost said the same.
I'm gonna do a little fist bump to my screen below me right now.
We're in different orders on each order.
As he kind of just scans around and says, well, first, I am Ray.
Say it again? Ray?
Yes, spelled R-A-I, if it matters.
We're just not doing our challenge in this place, aren't we?
I belong to an organization that is concerned about the state of Rexxentrum. And we move covertly to try to undo any corruption that we get leads on. The guilds clearly are compromised. The working class, the merchants, all the way up to the king himself, all compromised. We're just trying to make things right.
How so? How you making things right?
He just gestures around.
Yeah, you caused quite a ruckus here, I see. I guess if you stick a rod in the gears of the criminal enterprise, that's a form of fighting back, I guess.
So that is what we hope for.
Yes. So you got the intel about this tithe drop also.
Yes.
He goes, all right. And you figure it's a bit smelly considering they're outside the walls. And your move was to come here and kill everyone.
Enough people so that we can get this. And he motions towards the chest on the ground.
He goes, and what the hell is so important in this goddamn chest?
Well, I suppose we are about to find out. However, what are all of your names?
Wait, you seriously don't know who I am?
I turned to him and I'm just like, chaps. I like pulled out a hand. I'm not like looking at his face, so I kind of hand down.
Yeah, he just kind of scans you up and down and holds out his hand and shakes it.
I'm Ida.
The name's Jack, but you don't have to remember me so much. I'm not going to be here for much longer. Not in this town. Not in this place.
Do you have places to go?
I'm sort of I'm out of town, you see. I've been brought in for past mistakes.
You're brought in to make my life a living hell. Damn it. Thrush. I'm the eyes and ears of this place.
He rolled a nat 1 on a history check, so he isn't aware of who you are. As he holds out his hand, he says, "Well, Thrush, I appreciate everything you've done here."
He goes, oh, what, causing a huge distraction, allowing you to kill multiple people so we can get this chest which has who knows what in it that belongs to who knows who, so that we can get in more deep shit as time goes on. I love it. I absolutely love it.
He's kind of a negative Nelly, as you can see.
He goes, Jack, not from you. Especially not from you.
Well, of course. Let's just find out. And he jams the knife down into like the seam right near where the lock is, and just kind of pries really hard as the top of the chest pops open. On the top, you just see just a layer of coins. Gold, silver, platinum, even.
Oh, goddamn.
And then you said on the layer on top, though, so Jack...
So he says, Ray looks and says, yes, but of course we expected this. And he starts to pull the gold aside, and you just see a couple of just sort of packages, like wrapped in in like a brown canvas and tied together. He goes, now this seems interesting.
So you're not too bothered by the gold, though, right? Like we can. You don't care about that. I could.
Jack, we can't take the gold.
We're not here for the money. We're here for a job.
Trust me, I want to take the gold as much as anybody, but we can't take the gold.
All right.
The money is less important to me. And he unwraps one of these packages, and he holds it up, and it's just a shirt. It's a black shirt.
What is so
an Arcana check
special?
on it?
You can do an Arcana check on it.
Ira just wants to ask, what is so special about this shirt?
Do the Arcana check first.
It's not going to be a good one. It's a 10.
10? You not only don't get a magic vibe from this, you get like a devoid of magic vibe. Like magic sews together sort of the strings of reality and people who can use and utilize magic essentially pluck at the fabric of reality and reshape it to their means. This doesn't even have a feeling of that. As Ray looks at you and says, "This is dangerous. This could potentially negate magic or deflect magic."
So what?
Seems
You're
powerful.
gonna put some fella in the shirt and they can't cast a spell. Is that what the deal is?
Yes, we are at war.
The question is, what does Goldfang need an anti-magic shirt for?
He is political. There is a war brewing. I'm sure there are reasons. However, I'm concerned that reasons may be more nefarious than just protecting our troops. Otherwise, why wouldn't it just be commissioned for the military?
I want to try and grab the second package, and I want to open it too, see if it's the same thing.
It looks very similar. It's also another shirt.
Boss might be interested in one of these.
Because that's the problem there, Metal Man. Okay, so Goldfang has these anti-magic shirts. Amen.
Well, from what I've been told, the magicians, the artificers that he works with, it seems that they are developing this technology. These may not be perfect. So why is it that this is such an underground trade? It is concerning.
Yeah. Alright, here's what I know. Ray. We can't leave here empty-handed. We need to take something back to our employer. You obviously have an entire organization set up to try to stop this corruption.
Correct.
But for us to see light of day again, we need something. And he knows it's not just gold. So, while I am particularly not fond of creating more rifts between the structure of the city, we need to figure out what the hell we're going to do right now. Because we're clearly trying not to make enemies of each other. But for us to live, we need to come up with a plan.
This employer of yours, I am assuming this is someone I am opposed to, or would be opposed to.
Someone I feel like anybody would be opposed to. Bit of an asshole. But you don't get power without being an asshole.
Roll a perception check, Thrush.
Sure. It's an 18 on the die, so that is a 21.
21?
21?
21.
You notice his sort of posture and body language shifts a little bit as he starts to kind of like, he's not making an aggressive motion at all, but he's got his hand a little closer to where his dagger is. He says, so then you are all in league with the wrong kind of people.
Not my choice.
Which would make you the wrong kind of people.
Because we're in league with people who have got dirt on us, one way or another. It's not a choice situation here, man.
I wouldn't call it in league. I'd call it more held at gunpoint.
Only person I'm in league with is Thrush Nightingale, voice of Rexxentrum. Maybe you've heard of me. Oh wait, apparently you haven't.
roll persuasion.
Sure.
I guess with advantage because Jack's trying to help.
That's why I'm not saying anything. I don't think I would help.
So persuasion.
Mhm.
Shout out to the 24 I just rolled.
Jesus.
Nice.
Hey man, I can talk. That's all I can do.
Yeah, right.
Saying that, clearly lying.
He kind of relaxes a little bit and he looks says, well, should you require refuge, you could come to our hideout.
It's not so simple.
Do you mean like don't go back to where we were? Just
Yes.
Well, that doesn't sound like the worst thing.
Yes, maybe for you, but I live here. This is my city. I can't make enemies of higher ups and then continue to live the life that I've been lucky enough to live so far.
There will always be enemies in Rexxentrum.
Because, yeah, but usually not for me.
Well, seems we are in a situation then.
Well, if you don't mind, we're not going to do anything dastardly to you, but perhaps if I could have a discussion with my comrades here for a second.
Sure. And he looks at Chaps, who is currently still holding the other shirt. He says, if you don't mind.
I'm just looking at him and looking at it. I'm like, I'm not in a position to fight you right now. I'm not looking to start a fight. But if I hold one and you hold one,
Yeah, we have to have
that
a
way we
little
can
bit
continue to negotiate. There's
of,
no
little bit of
chance.
collateral.
There's no chance that I get far enough away from you without taking some hits.
Yes, but also, you are all about to walk away.
No, we're not about to walk away. We're having a discussion here, and you've got half the loot. You've got the loot. We've got the loot.
Jack, roll persuasion, I guess.
That's a critical failure. Anyone want to do a help action?
He looks and says, we will discuss your half or your portion.
This isn't about portion. This is about collateral, making sure neither of us walks away before we really get to the bottom of this.
There are 4 of you. And
There's one of you,
Yes.
so not really.
You seem rather deadly on your own.
Thank you. However, you may. I would appreciate holding on to the chest as you all convene.
How about this? All right, just put everything back in the chest. You stand there. We put the chest here. We go here. You can see us. You can see the chest. Vice versa. Therefore, no one's got their hands on the loot. We can talk. You can watch. We'll know if you try to pull one on us, and you'll clearly see us if we try to pull one on you.
Roll persuasion.
Can I help? With
That's
that?
a good
Because I've
idea.
also having the same argument.
You want to help? Can I get the help action on that?
I mean, Jack had a critical fail the last time he spoke.
I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
That's only 12.
12? I mean, it's a really good argument. And he looks and he goes, very well.
All right.
That will do.
And I gesture for everybody to put everything back in the chest, close it, and sit it like on the ground. And we all just
like-
kind of
Carefully fold up the shirt.
we all take a couple steps back so we can all like see everything, and then we have a bit of a huddle.
Alright, let's huddle. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm not necessarily thrilled with the idea of our employers gaining any power myself, but we also need to bring back something. So what if we exchange information about the inside, the organization, but we get to keep the loot? Gives them a little bit of a back door, a little bit of an entryway into gives them a little bit of an edge. This is just me spitballing here, but feel free to come up with a better idea.
Not sure if it's a great idea to let the boss know there's another player at work.
We don't have to. We just have to let this fella here know about what we've got going on with quote-unquote the boss. That way they are more inclined to give us the loot. We keep our hedge. They've got a little bit of a moxie all of a sudden to be, it's just making sense here.
So we trade info on the boss for one of those shirts to keep us...
For all the loot.
I don't think we need both the loot. I think we just go back with one and just let him know there was another.
Thrush, how do you feel about coming back with half of a chest of loot?
I could give a damn about the loot, honestly. It's more about...
It's about your head, and do you think your head is going to be safe if we don't bring back the full contents?
Because the problem we are facing at the moment is that we have a very powerfully and dangerous man sent us on a quest to get information, if not the goods themselves. And what we ran into was a load of shit. We got 4 parties involved in this somehow, and it was only supposed to be 2. Because why the hell was the Gold Fang guy, gestures to the dead body, willing to take these guys out? Because also, I don't know if you know anything about my situation here, but I am not a player on any sides, and this makes me choose. I don't like choosing. I like being safe in the middle, where no one can, have anything over my head.
This is safety in the middle right here. We bring back the full contents, but we also give somebody else some info to go up against them. I don't know. Look, the point is, I don't feel totally safe. I feel like...
that and the fact is, outside of Jack here, I don't know you all that well. So, because this guy works directly for the guy, points to Chabs, because and crazy Scar lady, she's seems to be a independent contractor, so it's...
You're not wrong.
Hey, I'm just saying. No matter what we choose, the options are bad. We choose to finish our job, we got to deal with this guy. We choose to give up the information to try to finish our job. Then we have the possibility of who finding out. Now, he said that as soon as this job was over, me and him were fair and square. But you can't trust the word of anybody, especially somebody who's got your number.
I don't think we need to bring back the whole contents of the chest. I deliver packages to the boss. If we bring one back, leave the others. Leave the other.
But what are we going? I don't know. He already knew how much they were supposed to get, right?
He knew there was more than gold.
He knew plenty. We don't know how much he knew, though.
So if we go back with anything less, I don't think that's a good idea.
Agreed.
So either we take everything and go back, or we take everything and go with him.
Well, option 3. We torch the whole thing.
You feel safe with your neck feels safe with that option?
Because my neck never feels safe. Have you met me?
But what happens if we torch it and then both parties come after us?
Because they don't really have a reason to. I mean,
from what I recall, we weren't necessarily tasked with getting the whole package.
We were supposed to get information. We torch the whole thing. Neither side gets it. No one has to get any extra information from us. We deliver on our promise of information. Tell them the drop went hot. Things got out of hand.
Well, it depends on what you all think. This is a democracy, as much as I hate to say it. So, what you guys feel is what I'll go with, but you know my piece.
Hell, we can even split the gold at that point.
just another question. If these are non-magical shirts, and if they protect against magic, we would have to burn it with some type of.
Scared the
It
shit
just
out.
wouldn't. If we burned it with magic, then it wouldn't.
I got a candle.
He goes, yeah, we're in the woods. We can light a fire.
I have a bunch of oil.
Okay.
We still have another party to deal with. I don't think burning it's going to go so easily.
Well, it's the only solution I can think of that leads to less chance that I get myself killed. And I like every chance that I don't get myself killed. Is everybody okay with this option?
I was not okay with any option, but I guess we'll go with that.
And that is speaking my language to a T. At this point, I guess we turn and just like look at Ray. We're like, hey, what if we just burn it?
Why?
Nobody gets it. You don't want it to fall into the wrong hands?
Yes, well, perhaps we can use it if you are okay with clearly not obtaining it.
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't want anyone to have it. I understand you're fighting a war, but
You must be aware, this is not going to be the only product.
yeah, well, that's not our problem. Beyond today, you don't never need to see us again. As far as I'm
Plenty more
concerned.
chances for you to get this then. If there's more product, you've got plenty of other opportunities to get pick up your own drop that we're not involved in. That's fine. That's up to you. But here, we burn this one here.
I was not aware that you were involved in this one.
I'm not.
This was
I didn't like
supposed to be the move.
I'm saying there's going to be more opportunities. Things happen. Unexpected things pop up. That's just the way you roll with life.
There are things that I need to bring back to my people as well.
Like what? The gold or just the product?
If there is no product, then at least the gold.
Wait, I think I have an idea. What if we give him what he needs and we burn the chest itself? So that way everybody thinks that the chest was burned. With the stuff inside.
Do we know that this will burn?
Maybe not with magic.
He goes, we have no freaking clue. God. The gods. They're not around and they're fucking testing me. Alright. Turns to the other two, our party. Do you give a shit about the gold? I just want this to be over with.
No, not really.
Gold
Yes,
is
all
our
right.
least concern right now.
Take
I
the
just want to
gold.
be alive.
Take the damn gold. Try to burn the damn shirts. If they don't burn, we'll deal with it from there.
Roll persuasion.
Can I assist?
Or what would you say to assist with that?
I was the one that kind of came up with the plan of burning the chest.
He doesn't know that.
Well, I said it out loud to everybody.
Yeah, it was a huddle.
At this point, we're just yelling. At this point,
Yeah.
we're just kind of yelling across a gap with chest in between.
The persuasion check is basically on what Thrush just suggested, and so in order to give advantage and help with that, you need to also verbally assist in what he just said.
She said, like, take the gold and then we'll burn the rest.
Yeah, I said that. Well, I was.
It's a 25,
like,
so what's a 25 getting us?
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Thrush Nightingale, ladies and gentlemen.
He goes,
Songbird of the streets. Voice of Rexxentrum.
Well, takes this, and he holds out a small golden key. Find me again. The locksmiths will unlock any door that you require. And he takes out the two shirts packages from the chest. He puts them down on the ground. And he picks up the chest and kind of just like slings it over his back with the chain and just starts walking away.
Okay.
Well,
Stash the key in my pack.
Mm-hmm.
Still gonna die. All right. We need to start a fire quick.
I think I have
I have my torch.
I have a tinderbox that I could use.
I've got oil.
We'll just like gather everything we need to
Yeah,
create
we'll
like a
gather
quick
like kindling
bonfire.
and everything. We'll make a non-magical fire on top of these shirts.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is, I think as we're building this, chaps will be like, maybe making a beacon where the drop was supposed to happen is a bad idea. Should we move this to another location?
I just say we light it and run.
Seems dangerous. I kind of want to make sure these things burn.
Can I try to rip one?
Sure. Give me a strength check.
That's knew you were gonna ask, and I regret it.
Do you have something you could cut it with?
I do. I have a dagger and a rapier. Just like stab a dagger into it and try to cut it.
Sure. Same check. Probably
Just
a different DC.
Flat strength. Flat strength.
Yeah.
I have a -1 to this, guys.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That's a high 7 there, buddy.
It seems to be slightly reinforced, whether it be through a weave of some sort or whatever properties this has been imbued with. You notice that with your attempt, your dagger can't make purchase, or your whatever stabbing utensil you're using doesn't quite make purchase, and it kind of slides off of it.
Shit. All right. Fire it is. I guess at this point we'll just build a fire.
Ida is gonna get down and use her tinder box to try to start a fire.
Yeah, I mean, make, I guess, a survival or nature check
I'll
we all
do-
just
I'll do
assist with this?
survival.
with advantage because you've got the tinderbox. So it's like it shouldn't be that difficult.
21.
21?
21?
What? So are you just using this to try and like spark flames onto the thing, or are you? I know somebody had mentioned oil. And
We're gonna
whatnot.
We're gonna gather a couple branches, pour some oil.
Oh yeah,
on it,
we're
like,
gonna
go-
build a fire over top of these things.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like go in.
You build a small mound of kindling on top of them with the oil as you hit it. Make a make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
15, 16, 17.
Okay. You still take 1 point of fire damage because you threw oil onto the fire, and then you got close to make a spark with a small box that creates fire, and it got really fire real fast.
Got it.
If it were just the kindling, it might have been a slower burn, but it sort of makes a small scale explosion that quickly kind of comes back together into a fire, and so now there's a fire in front of you.
I'm so glad I
Kind
didn't
of.
make this fire. That would have put me down.
Yeah.
Can I see if the shirts are burning?
Make a perception check.
You said investigation.
Perception.
Oh, perception, my bad. 20.
20, as you sort of peer through the flames and everything, trying to see through the bits of kindling and whatnot that are burning, you can see the shirts are burning. They're black shirts, so it's hard to see if they're turning into char necessarily, but what you can kind of see through is that there are holes beginning to sort of spread. It doesn't seem like either of them have just fully caught fire, but rather patches of it are starting to burn through.
It looks like they're burning.
All right. If that's the case, can we just hang out for a bit till this burns out and then head back?
Should we do anything with the bodies or just leave them there?
That reminds me.
Maybe
I
drag
want to
it
run
to
up
the
to
tree.
I'd like to run up to the man whose head I blew up and
Yeah.
search his body.
Oh, okay. Yeah, roll investigation.
That's an 18.
18. He has a short sword on him. He's got the robes that he was wearing. Within it, some odd trinkets that you find is a pocket watch that appears to be made of gold, or at the very least copper. It seems very nice, though. You find a note with directions to this drop point. And you find a small golden chain that has an emblem on the end that's got it's like a golden emblem of like fanged teeth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can guess who that is.
Nothing too spectacular, though.
Okay. I'm gonna snatch up the pocket watch, the chain of the note, and then I'm gonna basically just keep the note to look at so I get a copy of the handwriting in my head. Because as a Kenku, I can copy stuff really, really well.
Very good.
Yeah, and I look and I go, well, clearly gold fangs, man. All right. As for the bodies, I don't know.
I'm just gonna start dragging them into the woods.
Just
yeah.
Just that scary, silent pulling of bodies across the ground.
Just awkward drag marks of like bloody trails.
That is what happens as you start pulling them. They're still leaking a little bit, as there are some sort of blood stains going into the forest now.
As I'm going, I think you'll hear comments from chaps, and he's just like, "Not the cleanest job I've ever done."
Can you roll me? I don't know. Are you trying to hide them at all, or are you just kind of?
I mean, I'm dragging them like far enough into the trees that they wouldn't be actively visible from the path.
Okay. Roll nature or perception.
We'll go
Let me
perception. 6.
6. You drag for
probably good 40, 50 feet.
Yeah, a good handful of yards and such, and you feel pretty good.
Yep. And then I'm just going to completely forget.
That's my favorite DM response to anything anyone rolls is, you feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. I think he completely forgets about the bloody trails he's leaving, which is probably why it was so shitty. But he's just like, bodies are gone, whatever. And then he'll like reconvene at the fire, and he'll kind of like, he'll look at it and be like, how's progress on them burning shirts?
I mean, they're definitely on fire.
So, what do we tell the boss, or our temporary boss? What do we tell Fullfang?
Maybe that there was an animal attack.
As far as I know, Armand just needs to know what the drop was and that it went south. He needs to know that. I guess we tell him we got involved, and that we don't have anything to show for it.
Best we saw is there's a couple packages in a box.
The whole thing went up.
Well, doesn't instill me with the most amount of confidence, because sounds sort of bare bones, but, you know, this is your criminal underworld. You guys know a little bit more about how they operate than I do.
Jackie boy, this shouldn't fill with anyone with confidence. This is fucked.
Well, that's for sure. That goes without saying.
Well, I say we head back.
Fire is still burning right now.
I say we cover this up and head back.
Anyone need to go to the bathroom? You can put this fire out.
I do, but I don't think that I should do that.
Because,
I'm gonna
Jack,
go
I
into
don't
the
have
woods.
an actual home, and that's still gross to me. Because also, I believe only 3 of us are capable of doing this, and none of us seem to want to.
So what are you doing?
How would we be able to snuff out the fire with like?
Just kick some dirt on it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was only like twigs and stuff, so I think it's been burning enough now that we could just stomp it out. It's a low enough fire.
Maybe I'll leave the stomping out to someone else. I'm not in the best of shape right now. Goes to stomp it out, face plants into the fire.
I'm just trying to kick some dirt onto the fire so it's covered up mostly, and then I'm gonna try to step on it a bit.
Roll nature or survival.
Let's go with survival, even though I only have
Okay.
a +2 in it.
Okay.
But in that one,
That's a 5.
You kick some dirt on it, and it kind of sparks a little bit as it's very dry around here, and
Oh no, do we
You-
create a forest fire?
no, you guys are in the center of a rather
Okay.
large dirt clearing area. But as you go to stomp on it, make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
that's why I wasn't doing this.
It's another hot 7 there, boss.
That's 5 points of fire damage as
Oh,
your,
God.
as your boot catches up, and the fire kind of reignites a little bit.
I don't even have
It-
boots. It's just like my feet. Like,
Just your feet?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, you just stepped on fire. Bro.
25 on
Come on.
I didn't lie. It's fine. I don't have
Yeah.
boots. That'd be some weird boots. They would have to like.
Like 2 toes, like
It's a size 37.
yeah, right.
That's 37 squared.
I'll
37
break out.
large.
Yeah,
Wide.
as you start stomping on it, you realize it's just your foot, and it's still fire, and kind of flares up a little bit.
Do I successfully stomp out the fire despite hurting myself?
Nope.
Thinking about what I have on me, I'm gonna break out a water skin and just pour water on it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just immediately goes out.
That was an option. That was an option you had.
As Thrush is just nursing his burnt foot.
I'm gonna do an
You know what?
investigation check to see.
I
if
was gonna
we
heal
can-
you, and now I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it now.
I'll do
Why
an
not?
investigation check to see if the shirt's burnt.
Okay.
Oh my god, that sucks. Well, I have a perk where if I roll an investigation check below a 7, I can make an 8.
What?
Eye for detail. Cunning. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Features and traits. Eye for detail. Oh wait, that's a insight check. Shit. That's just for insight, not for investigation. It looks like. Okay, well I rolled a shitty roll. Let's just say that I rolled.
It was not good.
Well, it's an 8 overall now. So.
Kind of poking through and kicking around. It just seems like a bunch of char and ash.
Well, looks like we did our duty. I'm gonna do an Arcana check too to see if I still feel that anti-magic.
Good.
Oh, that's a much better roll. Thank fucking God, I guess. 19.
19. You do.
I feel the anti-magic.
Mm-hmm. Kind of
dear.
scattered throughout the pile.
Seems that the well, I guess it's the threads that have the power. I don't know how anyone feels about that.
Maybe we should collect the char.
Perhaps
yeah,
that's a good. Perhaps we wash it down the river on the way back. Leave it in the sewers.
Can I? Ida
good
is
idea.
going to say, do you think if I empty out my water skin and just put all the ashes in there, that we can see that have the thread in it?
Mine's already pretty near empty. Could just put it in there.
Whatever we do, we shouldn't be
Even
taking these.
better.
We shouldn't take these things anywhere where we might accidentally bring them to Armand, because if I can sense the anti-magic, I'm sure he's going to have no problem because he's know what he's looking for.
Well, if it's in a object, could we still see? Let's try putting a little bit in the water skin that's empty, and then we'll see if you can still see.
I mean, if we're going to flush it down the sewers later, I don't think it matters how much is in it.
How shall we flush it?
I'll gather what I can inside my water skin.
Give me a sleight of hand.
This is wild.
8.
8. I mean, you get a bunch of it. It's hard to, hold ash and get it into the small opening of the water skin. It's kind of ash falling in on the outside of the water skin.
I think I get as much as I can, and then I just
You
look at
get
the
the
ground.
bulk of the char, though.
Yeah, I just look at the ground and I scatter the rest with my feet, and I'm like, good enough.
All right, let's take a look. Can you still see everything, or?
Are we
What do you
leaving
mean,
enough?
everything?
Are we leaving enough behind?
I was talking to
Oh.
Jack. Can
I
we
rolled
still
an
see?
18 Arcana check.
That sort of feeling or lack of magic. There seems to be almost like a dusting of it along the ground, as if sort of particles have been shifted around and dispersed. But there does seem to be a sort of concentration in the water skin.
Yeah, I can still sense it. We should definitely flush.
Yes, we should do that, but in a more safer area, because this is not the place to keep it.
Yeah, the sewers, right? That's where we're all agreeing, the sewers.
Yes.
Where we gotta head back to.
Might as well.
As you're all starting to wrap this up and just make sure everything's working out, you hear from back towards town, "Excuse me."
Turn and look directly.
I
You
put the water
see,
skin away.
yeah, you see kind of two figures kind of in shadow, considering it's it's still the middle of the night. The moon is out, but they're kind of obscured because there's no other light sources out right now, and none of you have dark vision, as we learned last time. There's just two kind of silhouette figures walking towards you.
I'm going to do a sneak action.
Should
Where?
we try to hide?
I mean, I think
You
so.
just hear, "Excuse me, you all, what are you doing out here?"
Oh fuck! I think they see us.
Come on, follow my lead. We found this fire out here. Thought we'd see what was going on our travels past, and well, this is where now you seem to have stumbled upon our stumbling upon just a few minutes after.
roll persuasion.
While he starts talking, I just kind of like look at him and I focus, and I'm gonna shoot some bardic inspiration at him.
Ooh, that was a dirty 20. Does the bardic inspiration mean I can add a d6
It's a
to it? Is that
D6
how
if you
it works?
want, but if you
Yep.
30
No,
20
you
is
could just-
pretty good though.
yeah, hold on to the. Hold on to
I mean, you gave me bardic inspiration. I might as well use it. I also have
I might as well.
22.
22.
22. Damn. I was hoping for that +1. Yeah, really hoping for that. As you're saying this, explaining yourself, the figures get closer, and now you can see that they are dressed in sort of like armor that's all with a red decor, and these are Rexxentrum Crown's Guard. As they get towards you and say, yes, well, we heard reports of a ruckus out this way. And as they get kind of closer, the one looks around and starts taking the scene and says, and it seems as if they've all dispersed at this point. What are you all doing at this place in this moment? This is clearly a dangerous road to be on. I'm sure you've heard the explosion and
No, I can't
saw
say
the
that.
fire and stuff.
Well, we were out drinking a little bit earlier. On our way home.
You're a mile outside the city, keep in mind.
Oh shit. Well, no, pretend I didn't say that.
Yeah.
We were just passing through. Does anyone else want to take cover on this? Did just.
We were just traveling along the road and stumbled upon this fire. Figured we'd take care of it so it didn't start a bigger one. Now we're heading back to town.
Yeah, we gotta look out for the city, you understand?
There's forest all around. Can't have it catching fire, you see?
Last time I let a fire rage, a druid hit me. They weren't too happy with it.
Oh, that guy was a real asshole.
I do appreciate concerned citizens. Can all of you just give me flat charisma checks?
It's gonna be a 14.
Wait, are we adding charisma or no?
Yeah.
Okay, 16.
21.
21?
I got a 5.
21?
As they
They
look
probably
at you,
noticed that I'm pretty beat up.
yeah, as they look at you, the one that's talking or has been doing most of the talking looks and says, "We all look like stand-up citizens. Please return home. Keep an eye on your friend there." And points at Chaps, who's just like beat to shit robot man. Like,
And I'm just like,
Don't worry about it. Guy knows how to party. That's what's really going on out here.
That's right.
that druid encounter was
But,
a little more recent than I'd like to admit.
Yeah, this guy gets into all kinds of trouble. Don't worry about him, no. Trust me. Because
Ida is just like holding her bandages, like bleeding so bad.
And I'm just like make sure I have the water skin on me, and I just start walking.
it's always a pleasure to see some members of the Crown's Guard.
Much appreciated. Appreciate your service.
have a safe night.
You do the same.
As you guys start making your way back along the road, I actually rolled a d20 on how many minutes I would wait until these guys arrived, and you're pretty lucky that you were able to wrap up most things. Otherwise, it would have just been them seeing the fire. Walking down the road. You guys are now kind of in the clear. If you want to have any conversations or discussions before you get back towards the wall, I'm not sure exactly which way you are going to re-enter the city, but that's all.
I think given what we're carrying, at some point when we're along the road, Chaps will be like, should we head sewer side? Not
That got dark. I'm not quite there with you. I'm not quite there with y'all yet.
Shall we all just end our own lives? Just
I had to clarify because I realized the accent I did made it sound much worse. But head back towards the sewer.
That's what makes the most sense to me.
I don't see why not.
As far as I know, I left the gates open.
I just hope those damn brats aren't there anymore.
Well, we did a good job getting rid of them.
There's still like 2 left, I think.
As far as I know, they were flushed.
Let's just head back and report to goddamn Armand.
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Yeah, so we'll head towards the sewer.
Okay. It's it's again another 20-minute walk. Part of it you have to make through the forest, given that this road leads back to the main entrance, and you are on the sort of southwest sewer exit there. As you get closer and closer to the large wall, you approach the familiar entrance to the sewer, with the sort of rush of water going into the hole underground, and there's the gate.
I will go to... Actually, before we go inside, I'm going to light my torch again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to open the gate.
He lights his torch, and I go, "God damn it, here!" And I cast a first level healing word on him because he's so beat to hell.
Yeah, I've really been sitting on 1 health for about an hour and a half now.
Yeah, right.
Just really hurting.
You regain 8 health points. Just my generous nature, I guess.
Okay. And you guys are making your way into the sewer?
Yes.
I assume so, yes.
Again, the dark entrance to the sewer, you're met immediately with that quite familiar smell of dank water and mold and just so much human waste.
A city's worth of human waste.
Wasn't looking forward to getting back here. That's to be sure.
Can't imagine anyone will be looking for this here. And I'm just going to start literally emptying out the water skin.
Okay. Into
the sewer water.
Yeah, into the sewer water. You start emptying it, and it carried away into that hole outside.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if there's still any bits lingering in the... Nope.
I couldn't hear you.
I got
Sorry.
the 2.
Oh, 2.
Oh, I said yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Hard to tell.
I think just given the situation, he's like, water skins come cheap, and he just drops it once it's empty.
You drop it into the water, or just...
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna drop it into the water, so it kind of fills up and either sinks or just shoots down.
When you drop it, it kind of floats on top, but just gets carried away eventually down that hole outside.
All right. Let's get going.
Yeah, let's...
Holding my tiny candle.
Right.
Yeah, you've got your candle, I've got my torch.
But it's not a competition. It's not a competition. It's,
I mean,
it's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion of the ocean, friends.
I pull out another one, I'm like, I have extras.
No, keep your damn torch. Fine.
Do it yourself, and he'll put it away and carry on with his burning torch.
As you walk back through the sewer, you walk again past a carnage of massacred giant rats. Somebody make who's lookout for this again? We'll decide who's doing it.
Probably me.
Okay. Roll perception.
So that one. 4.
Everything seems A-okay. The sewer is a sewer.
I'm just like going through the events of like, okay, what am I going to tell the boss? So I'm looking out, but I'm not actively doing it.
Do I hear anything or?
Well, that's why I asked who Lookout was.
I mean, I'm just like heading the way with my torch.
Yeah.
So
as you head around that same corner, back around, you're met with going forward or taking a right along the sort of concrete platform that you're walking on, or a left. Sorry.
yeah, I was going to say
Or
I
it could
believe
be a left.
we left at this point.
Yeah. Thresh is just following along. Just
Yeah, I'm just gonna tag along. Probably in front of Thrush, because Thrush is so...
behind me.
Can I make
I'm
a
in the middle.
perception check to see if I see where the water is coming from?
Okay. Yeah.
Just to ensure we're going the right way.
18.
The water is coming. There's a bit coming from the left and a bit coming from in front of you, and it's all kind of funneling out towards where you entered from. There's less coming from the left.
Then we should probably head towards the one where there's more coming out, right?
I mean, we turned to get on this main path. Any of us, does Chaps remember passing any other tunnels on the way down?
Roll history, I guess.
Can I
Yes.
assist?
Sure.
It's gonna be like it was like
Yeah.
it was that way.
Yeah. 12.
Was that with the advantage roll?
Yes, the second roll was a nat 1.
Wow, I see. Yeah, I mean, you had to make a turn going. You made one turn going right. to
Yeah,
get there.
but I'm just trying to remember, like, if on the walk down, were there any other offshoots?
Nope.
Seems like the right place to go.
Okay.
I guess so.
Turning left, you walk for another couple of yards, and
Is it a staircase that goes up?
it is. There is now
Excellent.
a staircase that goes up.
We're on the right track. I'm confident now.
At the top of the staircase, you can see kind of the illuminated silhouette that leads into the city of the door.
Beauty.
Let's go.
What time of day is it?
It's it was like 3 a.m. around when you went out there. This whole ordeal did not take terribly long. It's probably maybe 4:30. So the sky is definitely starting to get that gray of like where it's the cusp right before dawn. But it's still middle of the night.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Guess we go out.
Just head out.
Guess so. Yeah.
Seems
to be the case.
You head out through, and you are once again inside the city. You're in the Tangles. You are right behind Marge's place, the bar that you hung out at.
Could do a quick perception check to make sure no one's watching us.
Sure.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There aren't many people on the street. You noticed maybe a block or two over, there's like a couple kind of like staggering away a little bit down the street. And on the other side, that you see one person walk by. It doesn't seem that either of them like were staring at you or investigating or not.
I think we're clear.
Alrighty then.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
I just like tighten up my hood a bit and start walking.
Where are you heading to?
I figure we should just go head back to meet Mr. Armand.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Check.
about right to me.
The sooner we can talk to Armand, the sooner I can be out from under him.
Okay. As you all start to make your way through the magically illuminated streets of the Tangles, we're gonna take a break.
Alrighty.
We'll be right back with some more stuff.
Just start playing an advertisement for something.
Ian, go ahead. Pitch the tagline for Extra Attack on Extra Life 2021.
Hi there. Extra Attack will be casting Revivify on Extra Life. Hold on. Hi there. Extra Attack is rolling for initiative in combat against...
Yeah, you got it.
Hi there. Did you just roll a new character because we're shit on? Is there a zombie in the room? Because Extra Attack will be... Hold on. On. Right at children's cancer. You hear ominous music. Shit. I didn't have it ready. Hold on. You're gonna need a lot of dice. Hi there. I didn't have anything planned when I turned around.
Okay.
What was the best one so far? What did we think was working? Hi there. Extra Attack found a bag of holding with an extra life in it. So come check us out when we do 24 hours of extra... Wait, shit.
Oh, that was pretty good, actually.
When we do 24 hours of extra life, Extra Attack is going to be doing extra D&D that day. All sorts of homebrew campaigns and regular brew campaigns, but you better be there for the children.
Yeah, that wasn't bad, actually.
Hi there.
Oh, hi there. You just caught me in the middle of composing the soundtrack for Dungeons & Dragnets, Rexxentrum Nights, while also contemplating if this whole fake surprise turnaround bit is the only comedic ammunition we have as a channel. It is. Well, I just wanted to let you know that some of the songs from the original soundtrack of Dungeons & Dragnets, Rexxentrum Nights are now available on our YouTube page, with all original compositions from myself and our very own Ashley Burkhart and Ian Newton. Each song has a dedicated download link in the video description. I mean, listen to this song. How about this one? And I know you like this one. I mean, you said it yourself. So, hop on over to our YouTube page and check those out and keep posted as even more songs are released. Now, get on over there, and I'll return to making these sweet, sultry tunes.
We're live. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're enjoying the first half of the show.
Hello!
Oh my god. How's it going, everybody? This is us live now. Hold on.
Yes. Yeah, we're live watching the show with you. It's been great.
Jesus. Oh, man.
I was watching Big Bang Theory for a little bit, though, with my parents, because I love my family. Anyway. I'm sorry, I'm done.
You're just going to watch our viewer count drop. How's everybody doing in chat world? I'll wait.
Yeah, let's just stare at the screen there.
What's up, Dr. Soundcheck?
Hello there. Lamu. Hey,
Hope
guys.
you're enjoying the episode so far. Yeah, we had a lot of fun filming it. Even if it's a
It's
shorter
just
one, it was
intimate.
still good. It is a shorter episode. Yes. As
Well,
you guys can tell, I have a better mic now.
True.
So I mean, it'll be a couple episodes, but eventually you'll hear this in character, and I'm sure it'll be better.
No.
Eventually, you hear
We're
the
gonna
dulcet tones of Ebb and Ian.
we're gonna make them figure out the timeline of when the episodes are filmed versus when they premiere.
That's
That's
fair.
part of the fun. Although I am wearing my shirt from yesterday, so
People can also figure out how many sessions I was at my parents' house versus in my own bedroom here.
Well, yeah.
And
how many was it? How many
We're all
was
here.
it?
I think it was like
I mean, there's a significant
Four
difference in background between them, so they'll know.
you'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Oh
you'll
yeah, it'll
see.
be easy to tell.
But yeah,
Oh no,
enjoy-
sorry,
Yeah.
brightness to me. It was not filmed during the day that it's put out. There's a lot of effort and audio mixing and sort of.
This ain't your mama's podcast show. What are we calling this? A series?
Show.
It's an actual play show, but
An actual play.
because we're
Yeah.
actually playing, but there are moments where like the internet cuts out and there will be like 10-minute gaps in filming because like we've all got issues. What are we made of money? What are we made of FiOS?
What do you
are we
think?
made
I
of?
can't make Verizon give me priority access to a cable of internet?
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Call them on the phone?
during
Hello?
a session.
How
Can you
do
talk to a human being?
Can
Absolutely.
you not make my internet drop out for the one time, please? For the love of God and all that is holy.
Okay, I think this bit's gone off long enough.
No, we got one more in us.
$50 million. Who you think you got? Chelsea Clinton?
He's not going to be in Rush Hour 3.
As a side note, for people, and I just want to yell this from the rooftops, but I got my first vax shot today. It's a good one.
Oh, I'm scheduling my appointment right now. So
Wash your
if you
hands, social distance, get vaccinated.
Yes.
Do we have anything to plug? While
Extra life.
Extra life.
the
think we
COVID
just did that.
vaccine,
24th to 25th, 11 a.m. to 11 a.m. So much D&D.
Yes.
Gary Crumbopulous hunt for the mythic unicorn.
That's
so
right.
We can officially announce Gary Combopoulos.
Some of that, yeah.
right.
That's going to be Brunches and Dragons starting at 11 a.m.
Will I find the mighty unicorn?
Bringing back, crowd favorite character.
Which is weird because nobody
Hi,
ever
bio.
likes me.
I get to say hi bio live.
What? What did you just say?
Bio.
Hi, bio.
My friend
Hi, Bio Live?
No, you say I get to say it live. I said it in the chat before, and you just say hi bio. It's like a thing. Don't worry about it, man.
Oh,
You
No,
say
they
hi
don't.
bio or you don't. Like
they're
it's
not.
up
They're
to
not
you.
bio. They're
No, they're bio.
Oh no.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Bio.
I thought we were getting something else. I was.
No, this is a lot.
What?
I knew where he was going with that when he said I'd
Moving-
stop bio.
Moving
So-
forward, yeah, we've got that. I can say that I'm officially doing adventure skeletons for
Yes.
Extra Life. It's a 1-page RPG where it's sort of in the same vein as D&D, except the players take the role of skeletons who are tired of working for a wizard or some sort, and they decide to go on an adventure to their own dungeon. Except the skeletons' dungeons are like towns, so they're like, we're gonna kill the bad guys and get the loot, and the whole time they're just like terrorizing villages.
It's just an Amazon warehouse or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
right. Well,
It's going to be a good time.
that wouldn't be ironic because that feels like a dungeon.
It is a dungeon. If I have anything to believe from the articles I've read and the
Yeah,
commercials
right.
I've seen.
I don't think
But either
we've got
way.
anything else, Aaron. I don't know if you want to talk about yours or if it's not 100% yet. But
It's gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
I think
So
I
here's
think we save it as a bit of excitement for next week's reveal, where
I was
we'll
gonna
probably
say-
talk about the whole schedule.
we'll get more into detail, but I can lay out kind of a little bit. So 11 starting off our stream, we know we're doing Dungeons and Dragons, Gary Crumbopulous' Unicorn Hunt. Later in the evening is Venture Skeleton. Somewhere in between, I'm going to be running a one-shot called So You Need to Kill a Dragon.
all caps on deep.
You
then we're gonna
can't
have-
train this dragon. You gotta fucking kill it.
And then we're going to have some other stuff. We will all be present at various points of the stream.
have some friends come by, some special guests that have not been, who either have not or had never played D&D before. I can say there's one person we have that has never played D&D before. So that's going to be great.
I'm excited for that one because I know who you're talking about, I think. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it, yeah.
But yeah, and we're going to be talking about some of the other future stuff that's going to be happening on Extra Attack a little bit. You know, talking about, of course, Dungeons and Dragnets, you know, as the episodes come out, but also future projects that we're working on.
Sorry, actually, that's a joke for later in this episode. So fuck me, I guess.
Spoiler alert!
More D&D content. We're trying to make the best shows we can.
We've got lots of
Just bringing to you all the good D&D content, so you feel like you rolled 20 on a Twitch channel. That's right, everybody.
And I think we have our next ad. There we go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
But yeah, make sure you follow us here on Twitch. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on all social medias. That is Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Anything else? Am I missing one?
Twitch.
I said Twitch.
No, we're doing Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter, Instagram.
That's our one.
And GeoCities and my no.
Actually, fire.
I actually just started.
MySpace.
Can everybody give me a second?
No.
I started up a Reddit user page, which is just
Reddit.
Extra Attack. I actually got the link for that one. I screwed up our whole thing, but you know, if anybody wants to hang out with me on Reddit,
yeah. So
If we have anyone who wants to show themselves as a dedicated fan, fix our Reddit page.
No.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of anything else. We have an official Discord server, which I will drop in the chat. We have
Discord.
all the episodes that we premiere on Wednesdays go up Fridays at noon on our YouTube channel, so you can check it out there. We also have extra stuff.
As a fun note, tomorrow afternoon I'll be streaming myself making the promo artwork and the thumbnail for this episode to go up on YouTube.
Wow.
And then also,
That's
once again,
fun.
Extra Life.
People should watch.
In the chat, I'll have links for donation stuff for Extra Life. We are, you know, you don't have to wait till the day to donate, but, you know, we will be streaming to try to raise money for Children's Miracle Network, Hospital Network. You know, hope you're enjoying the show. Let us know. Thanks for hanging out.
Yes, and one note about Extra Life: there will be incentives. We're still working out what some of them are. If you want to pitch in on ideas for them, hop into the Discord, chat with us. We're open to some ideas for what we might do during Extra Life, but
we might just be giving away.
There's a few things that can't happen.
Obviously,
like I'm not cutting my hair. That's one of them.
There's some limitations.
We're thinking about letting you have a part as like maybe naming an NPC, being an NPC, naming places, things like that.
Yeah.
Who knows? Things that give you your own indelible stamp on the Extra Attack, Extra Life experience.
For better or worse.
For better or for worse. We'll work with it. We'll roll with the punches. That's what we do. That's what D&D is about rolling with the punches and with the dice roll.
Anyway, with all of that, thank you for hanging out and watching this show. We've spent multiple months planning and putting this whole experience together and this whole narrative that you've been watching, and it's very exciting to see it come into fruition. It's very exciting.
This isn't scripted, just to clarify.
No, I know. Yeah, this is just
it's still an actual play. We're still.
Then what am I reading on my screen right now?
Well, you're typing out notes, so that's awesome.
No, yeah, but I just read that
button.
So
I just read Eb writes out, you're typing out notes.
Yeah, right.
And then Tyler flails.
But we will. We're gonna go to a be right back screen. We'll probably give you guys like 5 minutes to whatever you want to do. I don't know. Stick around. We'll be back with more of the show.
Please stick around. We would hope so, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I want to see where it goes.
Yeah, if you want to see what happens at the end until the end of this episode, now is a great time to not click the back button or go to a different channel or something like that.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. Let's go to the
bye.
See ya.
See ya. welcome back. As you guys are making your way towards, it was 191 Baum Street, the familiar small sort of office that you were at not but a few hours before. You find yourself arriving at the door. The small sort of shack exterior with just the letters the numbers 191 on them.
Would I know if coming at this time would be like, you don't want to wake Armand kind of thing, or would this be an okay time to show up knowing that we had a gig?
I would say roll history, I guess. God, I wish there was like a roll for like your knowledge individually without it being like the same roll as, hey, do I remember the history of the world?
Yeah,
you know,
right. My history is terrible.
Right.
5.
I mean, it's not usually the best idea, but then again, neither is coming to the office at midnight, which is when you were summoned. So who knows? You know,
we'll see what happens.
You also don't always come to this office either.
True. Well, I mean, assuming we're there, I will knock on the door.
Were we given a time to report back? Like,
no, he pretty much told you to just report back with what you find.
Okay.
Knocking on the door, again from behind it, you hear the familiar voice of a person that I guess you've never actually seen. Just say, "State your purpose."
I'm back to report the news of my job.
As just the door props open slightly again.
I'm gonna go to open the door and motion for everyone to come with.
And I'll follow.
Follow inside.
Okay. As you all walk in, you're once again in the sort of hardwood, nicely decorated office of Armand Bethalas, who is sitting still at the desk, going over some papers and the like, as he looks up and says, "Welcome back. You've made excellent time. Please sit." And the same chairs, the two sort of nice hardwood ones and the two really shoddy ones are still sitting in front of the desk.
I'm gonna take the same seat I did last time.
Okay.
Same. I'm just gonna sit in the shoddy chair.
I'm gonna sit in the same chair as last time too.
Same.
As he looks over you all and says, "I'm noticing you're quite empty-handed. So what do you have for me?"
Well, Armand, you sent us on a very interesting errand. He goes, "Yeah, we made it to the location and we observed the drop as you requested of us. But things were not so smooth." He goes,
Assumedly.
he goes, yeah, it was supposed to be a simple handoff, right?
It could have been.
Well, whoever it was in charge, he goes, I believe it was you mentioned it was Gold Fangs people.
Mhm.
I'm going to produce the golden chain with the emblem of the golden fang teeth on it, and walk up and put it on his desk and go.
He reaches out and grabs it, and you notice he's got like these sort of long, almost like manicured to be pointy fingernails. He grabs it and kind of just holds it up, and he says, "I see."
Because basically his guy was, to put it where he was a bit of a dick to the guys who were supposed to do the drop, and then there was all this other confusion, more parties than there should have been, and as you know, things go south and you do what you're supposed to do. Make sure no one knows you're there. And so pretty much everybody that was involved got just gestures back to the necklace. Like,
What additional parties were involved?
some freak in a hood.
Roll persuasion or deception. I assume they may be similar stats for you.
They're exactly the same
Right.
number, so. Guys, I need to roll well on this.
Yeah, I think to kind of support his role, I'll just kind of say to Armand, be like, seem to be some sort of assassin boss. Targeted hit.
Okay.
So we got a
got
chance to ask
I'll
him
let
any
that-
questions.
I'll let that assist.
Come on, y'all. That is a 23.
Nice. What was the other roll, just out of curiosity?
That would have been a 12.
Oh God.
I see. And no information on this assassin.
He goes, nah, freak came out, started putting a blade to the throat of all these other guys. He goes, in the confusion, we tried to get see if I could get our hands on the loot, but no dice.
Barely got out of there with my life.
Bro, he took quite a beating.
Gestures to the state of chaps.
Yeah, my clothes are like torn in two. I'm just like,
Ida is just bleeding all over the nice chair.
He doesn't seem to really even care.
We're just trying to use it to support our claims. Like,
Right. And so, if there is no items for me, then what information do you have for me? Or are you telling me that this didn't work out?
best I can say is whatever it was must have been important. Package was chained to a guy.
And he goes, yeah. It was important enough that somebody decided to have everybody killed.
And apparently,
Except
things
for the
got-
one person with the chest.
He goes, what do you mean?
You said whatever was in there got away.
No, oh, sorry. I don't believe you understand. Nothing survived. No one and nothing survived. That was the whole bit.
We didn't even get to see what happened. It just burst into flames.
Whatever was in that chest got destroyed.
Very well. Be on your way.
All right. And as I stand like up and I look at Armand and I go, so where's that leave us, Armand?
I think you understand where that leaves us. You'll be hearing from me.
Oh, great. If I may make a request, just not in the form of a brick through my window again. I've already got to get the first one sorted out.
He goes, provide a man with the information and he's not satisfied.
You gave me nothing.
He goes, we got
you want
nothing. There was nothing to give.
Then
You sent
You
us on a
still
mission. You
in-
sent us on an errand to find information. We're giving you the information we could acquire. And I believe
you
the
know
information we're giving you is that you clearly got some other parties interested in whatever you were interested in. I'd say that's plenty valuable information.
my coat could use a few feathers.
Because yeah. I'll be seeing you, Armand. And I start heading out the door.
I'm gonna follow behind.
Ida is gonna follow as well.
I get up and I kind of like nod to Armand and like, sorry I couldn't deliver the package, boss, and I just walk out.
As everyone else leaves and you're the last one there, he looks and goes, "Chaps, you are in no danger. Keep an eye out for the rest of them."
Of course, boss. Then I just close the door behind me.
Yep. As you close the door, you are now once again on the streets of the Tangles.
So what is our next move?
Can I... I turn to everyone and I go, we're fucked. That's our next move. We're absolutely boned.
Well, what if we get out of here?
And go where?
Perhaps we should stop by to see our friend.
Where's that key? Maybe we could go looking for that guy.
Presumably we're having this conversation away from Armand's building.
That's what we're walking. We're definitely walking down the street.
And I'm just like...
None of this felt right. If there was a pooch to screw, we'd fuck the whole pound.
Wow, that's very good.
Now we found ourselves caught up in a situation I didn't want to be involved in. I thought by now I'd be out, but look at this. Sometimes you find yourself treading water.
Given the time of day, maybe we should find a place to rest for the night.
I don't feel comfortable sleeping in my own bed, if you understand what I say.
Yeah, I don't think we should sleep anywhere where, we're vulnerable.
Welcome to Rexxentrum. You're vulnerable everywhere. Armand will contact us. Until then, I'm gone. I just start walking away.
Can I just say, welcome to Rexxentrum? That's a trailer hook right there. Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, you start walking just away in a different direction.
Just into the city, just like I need to not be here thinking about the fact that I'm still engaged into this crap.
Right.
Also having an inner thing about I don't want to choose sides in any fight, but being in debt to Armand is the last place I want to be. If I'm heading in any direction, I'm heading towards... I'm looking around, making sure I'm not being followed, and I'm heading towards the office of Captain Richter.
Okay. So as let's see, where did we have you at there, Josh? That was that wasn't in the Tangles. That was
it was near the Tangles.
Yeah,
because Richter's in charge of the Tangles.
Oh, this was the Castle Terrace. It was where the sort of central location for the sort of offices of the Crown's Guard and the what are the Righteous Brand soldiers? Sorry.
Yeah. That's where I head.
Sorry, I'm just
kind of giving
looking to make sure that's correct. I don't want to. Yeah, the Righteous Brand soldiers. Okay, so you head off in that direction, sort of towards the central castle that's visible from really every part of the city. The rest of the group wouldn't know that that's exactly where you're headed. But that's the direction. The rest of you, what are you all doing?
I think when he heads off, I kind of look at the other two and I'm like, guess I'll see you when the boss calls again. And I head off as well. I'm pretty sure my residence would be somewhere in the Tangles.
Sure.
Well, that certainly doesn't instill me with a lot of confidence, but what choice do we have? Ada?
I'd really have nowhere to go, so I'm just gonna stay here, I guess. I don't know.
Stay here in the spot. What's the deal?
Well, I mean, in Rexxentrum.
Oh well, yeah, same here. I mean, well, I have to go back to my office now, which is out of the city. Or how did we plan that out? I forget.
The office was in the city.
Okay, cool. Well, then, yeah, that's where I went.
My office has quite a draft.
I'm just gonna start walking around to see what I can find, who I can talk to.
Are you looking for somewhere to sleep or?
Yeah, I don't really want to spend money, so I'm just gonna go try to make some friends, you know?
Okay, yeah, we'll role play this. This is great. Walking around the tangles, in the middle of the night.
It's like 4:35. You might get some early birds.
Yeah, thrush.
Say that again.
He said we might get some early birds, and I said, yeah, thrush. It's the only
You're a literal bird.
I am Birdman.
Maybe his cousin.
Yeah, right.
I don't have any family.
Crush Cardinal.
He's a fighter.
You
Mono Raven.
You just kind of patrolling around the general area. You see two sort of bars and inns that have lights on still, and have sort of smoke coming out of the chimney. One is a really no nonsense location, just a straight up like clay and wood building, 2 floors, really undecorated, and there is a signpost out front that reads Labor's Respite, and then maybe a block or two away from that is another bar that is it's all white. It's a 2-floor building. Outside has like nets attached to it, and like wooden helms, and like an anchor outside, like all just kind of collaged onto the building. And this has a sign that's got a like a circular helm with a dog head icon in it, and it says Hound's Helm.
Oh, very artistic. I want to go to that one. Okay.
You walk inside Hound's Helm, and inside this place is gimmicky as shit. This is all nautical themed. There are like nets and like crab traps and stuff hanging from the ceiling. On the walls there's like portraits of dogs and stuff. This place is kept in very sort of pristine condition. Roll a, I don't know, I guess history. I don't know, there's no
14.
There's no geography roll, you know?
Yeah. 14.
Yeah, or perception or whatever, who cares?
Well, if it's perception, it's 16.
Okay. It's immediately kind of dawns on you as you walk in. Ooh, nice place, interesting. There's no water by Rexxentrum. There's no ports. This is a landlocked city. This is a complete novelty sort of tourist gimmick bar. There's a couple of seats and booths around. All of them have kind of like this lining of like rope affixed to them. There's what appears to be like boxes and barrels everywhere as like decor. They're really trying to sell an image here.
Got it.
No one is inside. There is a human man standing behind the bar. As you walk in, he just looks so terribly bored and like kind of falling asleep as it's like the middle of the night. And you walk in and you just, oh, well, hi there. How can I help you? Welcome to Hound's Helm.
I have a question. You have all these dog portraits, and it's called Hound's Helm. But why is it nautical? Why do you have nets and stuff? I'm very interested.
Well, you see, once upon a time, I don't know, man. The owner makes me say he has a story. I don't know. It's a weird place.
Where did you get all the dog photos from? This is a lot.
Lady, I just work here.
That's fair. I'm looking to rest. I'm very tired, and I'm bleeding. And then she puts, I put my arms out, and she's
just bleeding on the bar. He's just like, excuse me.
Do you have anything to fix any of this?
He's got kind of like a bit of a gimmicky like sailor's uniform on. It's not like a child like posing for a picture sailor's outfit. It's in a similar vein, just more muted. You could tell this is like his work uniform. He's like clean shaven, real short hair. You start like bleeding on his uniform. He's like, no, that's my, God. As he starts going behind the bar and just grabbing like all the towels and cloth and stuff, and he just starts putting it on your arms. He goes, is that better? You need a drink or something? Hold on. Eddie gets it. He pours you a whiskey and hands it. He goes, on the house. I'm sure you need that more than we need.
Thank you, sir. You are very generous. I really appreciate it. I have a question. Do you have anywhere I could stay? And then she like puts her hand on his arm.
It's just like blood. I mean, yes, we have.
Sorry
rooms.
about the blood. I can't do anything.
The rooms they go for 3 copper a night.
Do I have to pay 3 copper, or could I just have it?
No. Yeah, it's business, ma'am.
Okay, if I have to pay, I will. Can I get a discount because I'm bleeding? And it looks like no one else is in here and paying for your stuff anyway.
I mean, we've got other guests. It's just the middle.
I don't see them.
They're in their rooms.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I consider it a kindness that we're not charging you more for what will likely result in blood all over the room.
Kind of what I was thinking.
I guess. Well, I guess I'll just take the room then. That's okay. She looks a little sad.
I know you didn't ask for my opinion. And he kind of hands the key over. He goes, you should probably get medical attention.
They usually heal pretty quickly. I've done this before. Yes, it happened. That's why if you look, never mind, don't look.
Right, and he just puts the key down on the bar and goes, room 3, down the right.
Thank you, I appreciate it so much. And she puts the copper on the table. I'll subtract that from
You see, he just takes all the rags and stuff and start trying to like wipe up the thing.
As she's turning the corner, she's like, sorry about the blood, it happens.
As you get into the room, it's exactly as gimmicky and novelty. Everything is sort of nautical and ship themed and decorated, and you are gonna take your rest for the night?
That I am.
Okay. Everybody else is going to their either residency or what have you. Thrush, where are you going?
Like I said, I'm gonna go try to see Captain. I just had to hang up.
Captain Louis Richter.
Captain Richter. Yeah.
Yep. As you get in sort of the inner wall, there are a couple of Crown's Guard soldiers standing there waiting. Roll a d20.
Sure. 11.
Okay. As you walk up, they're pretty well armored, and you can't really see. You walk up, and the one kind of with a spear holds it out and says, "Halt! What's your business here?"
He goes, "Wait, I'm sorry. Do you?
And then
You not know who I am?"
And then the other one goes, "Come on, man, that's Songbird of Rexxentrum."
And I turn to the other guy. I'm like, "That's my guy. It's my guy right there. Yeah."
This is a guy. He kind of looks down at you. Goes, and he leans in a little bit. He goes, "Captain's not in right now. It'll be a few hours. You can wait in the barracks if it's any trouble."
Yeah. You know what? Fine. Can I do a perception check to make sure no one's watching me enter into like this area other than these two guards, obviously?
Sure.
All right. Not great. 9 on the dice, so that's a 12.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely starting to be some people stirring. Definitely nowhere near the usual busyness of the city. No one catches your eye that would be sort of spying or peering or anything.
And I go, all right. I turn to like, as long as I can keep myself a low profile. And I just kind of tip the hood and I head inside and head towards barracks.
Yeah, the offices of the sort of captains of the Crown's Guard and the Righteous Brand. It's a beautiful sort of stonework building. In that it's very well constructed. It's nicer material than what you find in the Tangles or the Mud Top Ward, but it's mostly undecorated. It's not an official sort of thing. Connected to that is a small barracks for other soldiers and stuff. This is sort of right inside the inner wall of the Terrace district, which is the district that houses the castle. You go in. There are a couple of soldiers asleep in the barracks. There's a small sort of outside waiting room. There's a kitchen area, and then there's the sort of bunk sleeping area.
I'm gonna head towards kind of like in the bunk area, but like nowhere near a bunk. Just kind of like find a corner, sit in it, like kind of hold all my stuff as close to me as possible. And I'm just gonna, instead of like waiting like a normal person, I'm just gonna pretty much pass out. Just like, I'm tired, my feet hurt, and I'll go to sleep.
Okay. Are you gonna take your 8 hours?
Yeah, I'll probably just pass out. Like they said that Cat will be there at some point. I'm just gonna fall asleep till then. Hopefully, I get my long rest in there. It's still pretty early.
Yeah, as you all settle down in your sleeping arrangements and what have you, to get a long rest, you would wake up around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Works for me.
None of you are disturbed or interrupted throughout the night. So you can all take your long rest. Thrush, when you wake up, there's nobody else in the barracks right now. Or in the bunk, rather. You wake up to an empty room, sort of dimly lit at the far end by a small window on the other side.
I do that. I do something that I do a lot in real life, which is I wake up stiff as hell, but then kind of just like, and then I do like a check of all the things around me. I'm like, got my loot, got my rapier, got my dagger, got all the money I have. I'm just like, and I go, not the best sleeping arrangements, but it'll do. And then I kind of head up and I just peer out where the barracks, and I'm like, start heading towards where the captain's office is.
Yep, it's down a short hall. So if you were from the outside, the barracks and the offices have two entrances, but they're connected in the same building.
Yeah, I kind of just head down, move quietly down the hall to Richter's office.
You pass a couple of soldiers and officers and the like, all busy in the middle of the afternoon now.
I have this kind of stride of like, I know exactly where I'm going, so I'm not really asking questions. I'm just like,
and none of them are even like acknowledging or really getting alerted to your presence. You can assume that if they didn't do anything to you when they woke up for the morning, that you are not in any immediate danger here. You eventually make your way down the hallway and find yourself outside the office of Louis Richter. The door is propped open a little bit.
I listen to see if I hear anybody else in there with the cap. And
no, you can hear some sort of scribbling and stuff.
Yeah. And then I open the door and I walk inside. And as I walk inside, I do like the door close behind me.
Yeah.
And before I even say anything, I just like walk up to the window and like.
Yep. You're in the small sort of utilitarian office of the halfling captain that you have worked with before, have known previously. Their name's, again, Captain Louis Richter. Short, almost like a bob cut, black hair, tan skin. They're sitting there in their sort of like office attire, not like a uniform or anything. And they look at him and they say, Thrush, glad you returned in such a timely manner. And they look at you, like go over to close the windows and everything to say, they sort of sit up a little bit and put down the work and say, I take it that things didn't go so well.
Well, Cap, I'm still alive, so there's that.
And Jack?
Because, unfortunately, also still alive.
When you said unfortunately, they go like, oh my god. Okay.
No, Jack's alive. Still a pain in my ass, but he's alive. Cap, no, I am. It's not good. It's not good, Cap. Armand's making moves that I have no idea, and things are getting complicated. You wanted us to find out what was in a warehouse? Yeah, it didn't go smoothly. And now I'm under Armand's thumb, which means that my life is more in danger than it's ever been. And, not to be, obtuse or extra about this, not to be hyperbolic, but if he gets his hands on me, then that could lead back here. And as far as I'm aware, you're one of the few good ones out there. Because now, you know me, I play all the sides. I'm not one to choose one, but I don't think I have a choice in this one, Cap. Otherwise, I'll be stuck under this guy forever.
So what are you proposing to do then?
I don't know. But, apparently, higher-ups, the corruption runs deep in Rexxentrum. You know that, Cap.
Of course.
And it seems that I'm starting to run into the big boy crowd.
Well,
because what do you know about
discover?
Golden Fang?
Goldfang. It's the nickname of the guildmaster, correct? Kai Arnes?
Yeah.
I know the king loves him. I know.
Great.
King loves him because he gets money to the king.
Yeah, who doesn't love money?
His job is guildmaster. He collects the fees and the taxes and the tithings from the guilds towards the crown.
He goes, yeah, but does he also have to deal in anti-magical crafts?
Excuse me?
Kind of just does like that look around, still listening. Like, very, like, as much as Thrush sort of trusts Cap, also just like, never trust anybody fully.
Right.
We were sent to intercept a tithe collection, and that led us into some very interesting apparel, best I can say. Something about a war outside, and something about some kind of clothing that negates magic.
Interesting. This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Of course it would be. It's the first time I heard about it too, but I figured in the situation best to keep it away from everybody, so we burned it.
It's a smart move. If I'm being honest, I'm not against the idea of anti-magic being utilized in the war against the Kreen. They're a largely magical society. However, that's not Arness's work. That's not his job. That's not his position. It's especially not his position. I saw you not but a few days ago. I heard that you were here in the middle of the night. If he's doing business covert in the shadows, dealing with anti-magic, I can't imagine this is strictly for the war.
Well, I'm letting you know all I can safely say, Cap. Like I said, you wanted a good ones, and I am not particularly one of those people.
Wow.
But I figured if anybody should have that information, it should be you.
I appreciate it, and Arness does have some of a selection of Crown's Guard and Righteous Brand under his control as a sort of security unit. I can see if I can start making the connections, and we can start to understand who to trust and who not to.
Yeah. Well, I'm letting you know this because I feel like I'm only gonna end up deeper into this bullshit. So, Cap, if something bad happens, I just want to know that I can count on you to hold my name in some esteem. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, you know, as per our arrangement, that any sort of trouble, legal specifically, but otherwise, that happens to you while you're assisting me, you are not held accountable. Your name is cleared.
Yeah. Clear name's great, but living's also great. Anyway,
there's only so much we can do for that. You are more than welcome to have a place here in the barracks for yourself.
I don't think I'll be able to come around here that much often. Yeah. Not like I used to. Anyway, I'll keep in touch, but
would you prefer that anyone here keeps an eye on you in any way? Covertly, of course, but...
Nah. I only trust a few people, Cap, and I'm 99% of those people. Anyway, I'll just start doing your digging, and I'll find out what else I can. I'll keep in touch, but who thought the day would come where Thrush Nightingale tried to do the right thing? All right, Cap. I'll see you later. And I just, don't say anything. Just hood up. Leave. Just...
Fantastic. You make your way out into the city, awaiting what feels like inevitability
I just walk for like 20 minutes in any direction, and then I just find a corner and start playing.
Right.
Ears open, eyes open.
I know this is kind of short, but this seems like the most appropriate way to end the episode here. Because
Sounds good to me.
I mean, it's
There's
kind of
tension.
a natural stopping point.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we'll pick back up.
Wait, I had another analogy about fucking dogs. Hold on.
Well, that's being good.
God, no, just cut it and put that at the very end.
Yeah, right. We will pick back up here with our next episode. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you return to see the resolution to some of this tension and perhaps more tension with this.
Whoa.
Um,
Dungeons and Dragnets. Rexxentrum Nights.
You just morph into a like different person.
Into hands.
Wait, I can do that.
Oh no. All right,
Nope,
I'm in the recording.
before that happens, good. Thank you so much. Please check us out on the internet at Extra Attack RPG, anywhere that the internet allows for names like that, I guess. I don't know. You know, the normal ones. And I hope to see you on the 24th for Extra Life. And I hope to see you next week. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Bye.